Welcome back to Trials and Tribulations, everybody. Phoenix Wright is dead. It was definitely a surprising development. Did not expect them to do that to cap off the trilogy. But I guess it's now time for us to play as Larry Butts. Laurice Dunham. He's gonna pick up where his friend left off and become an ace attorney. Get his life, out of the gutter and become the man he was always meant to be. Big twist. Major surprise. Who could that be at this time of night? Yes? Edgeworth speaking? Edgey, get up! It's an emergency! Huh? Larry? Do you know what time it is? It's not Larry, it's Laurice. Laurice Dunham. This is nothing more than a terrible nightmare. I'll just roll over and... Wait! Don't hang up! It's an emergency! It's Nick! He took a really nasty spill. Well, it wouldn't be the first time, so... I'm not joking. His life's in danger. What? What happened? Tell me. Talk about a guy... No, it was him again. Talk about a guy with bad luck. He may already be dead. Anyway, you gotta come back. You're the only one that can help. Why? Why can he help? My Iris, my beautiful Iris, she needs help. Well, what is... Yeah, the bikini said Iris will and didn't finish the sentence. What's wrong with that? Is she... What's up with her? I don't know. I'm at the detention center. Is Iris being accused? Bikini was the one who was right there when we saw, but who knows what happened before that. It's been 1 year since I left that country. I thought I wouldn't have to see him again for a while. Sounds like it won't be a pretty reunion, as if I expected anything to change. We're gonna get Edgeworth in the present. It's gonna be awesome. So is Iris the one being accused here? Maybe Bikini thought... If she thought Iris did it, maybe she was trying to say Iris will get away. Something like that. She didn't want her to. Who knows? You're late, Edgey. What took you so long? I don't want to hear it. I chartered a private jet to come as quickly as I could. This is really weird. I'm basically Edgeworth. With Larry instead of Phoenix and Maya. It's weird. Well, you should have chartered a faster one. Anyway, just listen. Something happened to Miss Elise, and Nick is Maya, and Iris is Bikini. No. What about the only one that matters? Pearl. Where is Pearl? Before I came here, I stopped in at the hospital where Wright is. Oh, he's alive. I believe I have a better understanding of the situation than you at this point. So is this when he looked up the stuff about the thing? When he was on his laptop in the hospital looking up Case 4? That's interesting. So during the beginning of Case 5, he didn't know about all that stuff yet. He just knew about Dahlia from Case 1. But now, he goes to the hospital, and that's where he's going to learn about the bridge and the temple and Terry and everything. That's a fascinating way to do it. That's kind of cool. Okay. I would guess. The murder victim was the picture book author Miss Elise Dunham. She was found by Wright, and the head nun. The suspect is... Yep. See, because she's the suspect, that makes it... And because it's like, oh, is she Dahlia or is she not? Because she's the suspect, it makes... Like, they're putting blame on her, which makes me think that I should think that she's innocent. But what if they want me to think that? She's... Especially because, like, the last game, we just had this horrible evil person as the final villain, Matt Onguard. What if it's the same here? What if it is just her, and so it's just her being this horrible evil person for us to defeat? But I think it'll be more complicated than that. Then later, while Wright was crossing the bridge, it broke and he fell into the river. Like, it might be her... It's gotta be a sister or some kind of weird... Who knows what. The hospital says that he'll need at least 2 days of bed rest. Yes, that's right. You got it. But they arrested her. My sweet little Iris. And here I was convinced he was the one the police had arrested. They should have. However, I still don't understand what these 2 items are for. What are you talking about? They're things Wright gave to me when I was leaving his room. This is the first. Do I get to do investigation as Edgeworth? But that's a whole different game. And the other. He couldn't possibly be asking what I think he is, could he? Do I have to do a trial as Edgeworth? But him being an attorney? If so, that's interesting. Because of Godot, he was an attorney and now he's a prosecutor? And Edgeworth wanted to be an attorney, but then he became a prosecutor and now he's going to be an attorney? Represent, defend. What were you expecting? Why do you think I called you anyway? I'm a prosecutor. I'm a prosecutor, Larry. A prosecutor. Do you understand what I'm saying? A prosecutor is a lawyer who... Don't talk to me like a kid. I graduated from junior high, you know. Don't worry about it. I promise I won't tell. But I mean, I heard a paper badge had no problem fooling an entire court before. Yeah, and red skin. Not like the Redskins or like anything like that, but just literally red. How could this country's judges... you know what? I have asked myself that question. I've lost how many times now. Please, Edgey, at least listen to her. Listen to Iris' side of the story. So Wright wasn't joking when he gave me this badge after all. Wow. This is interesting. Thank you for coming. My name is Iris. Edgeworth. Miles Edgeworth. I don't know if I can be of any help, but... I will at least hear what... Oh, still him. I will at least hear what you have to say about the murder. Mr. Wright. How is he? Mr. Laurice. Don't humor him. Oh no, that was her again. Why am I so stupid? I don't even pay attention. Mr. Laurice said that he might even die. Fortunately, he will be fine. Larry, you moron. How could you say something like that? He was badly bruised when he hit the water, but otherwise he is unharmed. Thank goodness. But he's caught some kind of nasty cold. A cold? Give him some Cold Killer X. He's running a high fever and is drifting in and out of consciousness. You do not drift in and out of consciousness with a cold, no matter how nasty. I must be imagining things. This woman, I feel like I've met her before. See, the question Phoenix asked was, had they met before? But she's apparently never left the temples. That wasn't a lie because of the Cyclops, so I don't know. Of course, if she is Dahlia, Edgeworth would have, of course, met her. I'm Edgeworth! That's so weird! Pardon me, Iris, I would like to ask you something, if you don't mind. I have the distinct feeling you and I have met before. It must be your imagination, Mr. Edgeworth. Pearl better not be disappeared this entire case. I'll be very upset. After all, I hardly ever leave Hazakura Temple. Hazakura Temple? What's that? It's a place where those who wish to boost their spiritual power come to train. You need to undergo some very difficult training to release your inner spiritual power. Spiritual power? Did you go to that temple for that reason as well? No, I don't have any spiritual powers. I don't need them. In that case, what are you doing at that temple then? I've committed some sins. Sins that I need to pay for. See, that makes it seem like it's her and she's trying to repent and she's turned over a new leaf or some shit. That's why I'm there, and why I continue to train. To purify my soul. I want to ask you about last night, the night of the crime. Alright. I helped to clean up after dinner and then went back to my room at about 8 o'clock. Later I left my room to ring the lights out bell at 10 o'clock. Bell? We ring it at the same time each night. I see, and then? And then? I was told to go to the training hall, but I went back to my room and stayed there. Why didn't you go to the training hall like you were asked to? I was frightened. Frightened? So I just stayed in my room and meditated until the murder happened. There's more to her story, I just know there is. Maybe I should dig a little deeper. Well, what were you frightened about? You were asked to go to the training hall on the night of the murder? Yes. However, you didn't go. Because you say you were frightened. What exactly were you so frightened of? Oh shit! Edgeworth gets to do a cycle. She's got 2 Cyclops at the same time? For a total of 7? 1 with Edgeworth and 1 with Phoenix? Is there something wrong? I'm sorry, it's nothing. It looks like she... Yeah, he doesn't even know what this is. Oh, he did tell him? Specifically? The Psycho Locks! I wish they were called that. I believe he said that I need to present this Magatama item to do something. Shit. We're not done talking. So do you have any idea as to what really occurred last night? I think it was the result of the tremendous spiritual power that was unleashed. Spiritual power? Yes, spiritual training has been a cause behind many great tragedies. So did Maya's training do something? This incident was just another example. Iris, I'm sorry, but I can't accept that. I'm a man of science. I don't believe in spiritual power. Bullshit. You know that spirit channeling is a thing. Yes, I understand. Most people don't. And I am certain that the thing that killed the victim was a human. So please answer me this simple question. Were you the one who killed Elise Dunham? No. I'm not the one who took her life. Those psycho-lock things aren't appearing. I suppose that means I can believe that she's not lying. Heh. What's wrong? I can't believe what I'm thinking. And here I just finished saying that I don't believe in spiritual power. It appears that's about all you can tell me. Thank you very much for listening to my story. I visited Wright at the hospital before coming here. He asked me to take care of you. Me? Yes, at the trial tomorrow, he asked me to defend you. If Mr. Wright has that much faith in you, Mr. Edgeworth, then I will gladly entrust my fate in your capable hands. Just like looking normal like that? I don't know, though. I don't know. It's either a really good act, a new leaf, which I don't think is happening at all, or it's a different person, and I'm going to stop speculating. I just need to see what happens. It's too early for all that. Before that, I have one question. Yes? Do you know Wright? Don't give her another Cyclock. Why would you ask that? Whenever you came up in our conversation, he would begin to act a little strange. Mr. Edgeworth, are you his friend? Friend? Well, in a sense, yes. It was 5 years ago. Oh. That's when I... Dude! You deceived him? I heard that he was in a lot of pain after what happened. They're being vague about it, though. But who else could it be? I know what a weak person I am. That's why I thought it was best if he never saw me again. I wanted him to just forget about me without learning the truth. Well, if you ask me, Wright is still suffering. I don't want to overthink this, but I've got so many ideas. And until he learns the truth, I don't think he will ever be able to truly recover. Iris, it's not too late. You should go to him. Tell him the truth. I'll defend you, but only if you agree to that one condition. Alright, Mr. Edgeworth. I promise. See, what they clearly want you to think is that she's talking about the case, but that's too obvious. What if but she would have had to have met him to deceive him. She claims to have never left the temple, and it was 5 years ago. I have an idea. What if this is just random speculation, as always. When I play these games, I have to talk constantly throughout the entire game, so I throw out every idea I think of. What if? Because I remember after the first case, I specifically remember a line Phoenix had where he's like, I don't think that was my Dahlia up there. And it's like, okay, just you still can't accept that she didn't love you. What if it was her? And I don't know how that makes, like, what if she posed as her? I don't, fuck it. And that's how she deceived him. Because she posed as her. I don't know, fuck. I'm just thinking about things. I'm just running it all through my head, thinking about different shit, throwing out anything that pops into my mind. Detective Gumshoe. Long time no see. It's been about a year, or has it been longer? Doesn't matter, Detective. What does matter is why you're shuffling around up here. Oh, ouch. There was a sharp left jab. Well, I'm happy to see you anyway, Mr. Edgeworth. Let me guess, you were transferred into another section at work. A good choice. The vast amount of nothing up here must be quite easy to guard. I heard you were back in the country and arranged to come all the way out here. When's Franziska gonna come back? Everybody was real nice. They even let me take charge of the investigation, sir. Gumshoe indeed. Like gum on your shoe, he's impossible to get rid of. Why would you want to get rid of him? I'm supposed to report on the details of the crime scene, sir. Anyway, here I am, Detective Dick Gumshoe, reporting for duty. Great, thank you, Detective. I thought Professor Godot... Why did I just say Professor twice? Fuck! I can't read! I thought Prosecutor Godot was gonna get here before me. That guy's a real mystery, I tell you. Prosecutor Godot. I just got back into the country, so I don't really know much about the case. It's simple. Well, simple as a simple does, as they say. Oh, you got no idea how much I miss that biting sarcasm of yours, sir. But seriously, this one's a piece of cake. There's a witness that saw the whole thing. A witness? Yeah, that bikini lady. There's always a witness that saw the whole thing, and they're always full of shit. Bikini lady, here on this freezing cold mountain? Well, you should talk to her yourself if you want the details, sir. I may have to talk to this bikini lady, decisive witness myself. Don't get too excited, Edgeworth. So this is the bridge that Wright fell through. Yup, I can't imagine being that reckless myself. Look before you cross. It's how it goes. You got in a car accident in the last game. And is there something on the other side? You were speeding, trying to get us the stuff. Some old building. No, that was him. Some old building they call the Inner Temple. But we can't get over there without a bridge, sir. What? Nobody lives there, so it's usually not a problem. But someone was at the Inner Temple doing some training, and now they're stuck there. So that's where... Okay, that is where Maya was then. Okay, yeah. So Phoenix kind of did do the hot coals thing that Pearl mentioned. Running over the flaming bridge to get to her. It wasn't necessarily totally for her specifically, I don't know, but close enough. No one's going to be able to reach the Inner Temple till tomorrow, sir. Will she be alright in this cold? How did this bridge burn down anyway? We're almost 100% sure it was lightning. Lightning? Godot first. So who is this Prosecutor Godot? I've never heard of him. Think you'd recognize him? I don't know. He's a new guy. Showed up after you left the country. He's a complete rookie, but nobody can say a bad word about the guy. What kind of a man is he? He just became a prosecutor recently, but he's good, sir. How so? He's had 2 cases, and he lost them both, and he's really bad at the job. If he's so good, how is it that I've never heard of him? Is he the lead prosecutor on this case? You bet he is. After all, you know who is right in the middle of it. You know who? Phoenix Wright, of course. For some reason, Godot has really got it in for Mr. Wright. Oh? Yeah, he seems to have some kind of a grudge. And what would be the cause of this grudge? I don't know. Maybe he made fun of his mask or something. None of this is making any sense. I'd better look into this Godot myself. Lightning. You're telling me the bridge caught on fire due to a fluke bolt of lightning? Yup, last night it snowed for the first time in 3 days. It's a little unusual for lightning to occur during a snowfall like that. But according to the weather data, lightning definitely struck. I see. This is a very detailed weather report. Almost too detailed. It even has the exact time that the lightning struck the bridge. Oh, that? We got that information from the witness's testimony. Someone who actually saw the lightning hit the bridge? Who is this witness? Sorry, I'll go ask one of the local cops later, sir. What? Okay, what does it say? Eagle Mountain weather data for February 7th. Snow with occasional lightning strikes. Snow 7 to approximately 10:50 p.m. Oh, I was confused. At first I wasn't sure if it was saying like 7 inches of snow. 7 o'clock to 10:50 p.m. Lightning, 10 to 11. Lightning struck Dusky Bridge at 10:45. 30 minutes passed between the fire starting and going out. Okay. Do I have anything that I want to... this is all stuff that Phoenix got, so... This random thing. Photo of Elise, so yeah, no. Let's see what else is going on around here. At the main place. Because we can't go to the Inner Temple. Oh, the snowmobile is uncovered. Did somebody use it? Yo, Edgey, what took you so long? I'm so cold my brain's turned to sherbet. So, no difference. I knew it was a mistake to race back to this country. What do you mean? Wright is going to be fine, and the case itself isn't anything unusual. I find myself taking a request to defend a woman accused of murder. Hey, wait a sec. Hold it. Objection! What's going on here, Mr. Edgeworth? I'm Edgeworth, Gumshoe's shouting objection. This is madness. It's hard to explain, but one thing led to another. What kind of lame excuse is that? And you call yourself a defense attorney? Prosecutor Edgeworth is a prosecutor, and that's why he's Prosecutor Edgeworth. Thank you. Prosecutor Edgeworth, defense attorney, just sounds plain old weird, pal. Think before you speak. Right, Prosecutor Edgeworth? I'm not sure what role I'm supposed to be playing anymore. Dude, Edgey. I don't see you for a couple of years, and your heart turns to sherbet. I'd say more like sorbet. It is rather cold here. Iris didn't murder her. Someone else did it. I just know it, okay? So trust me on this one. Ever romantic, aren't you, Larry? Nevertheless, I'll do whatever I can to prove her innocence. At least until I pass the baton on to Wright, that is. Why would... I don't know. Never mind. Man, I'm telling you, Iris is so cute. Right, Edgey? You think so too, don't you? Wait till you see her with red hair. What's wrong? Why are you so quiet? To To put it simply, your comment has me highly concerned. Why? Could it be that the reason you think she's innocent? Oh. Come on, a girl that cute can't possibly be a murderer. Well, that's not true. I was right after all. I should never have come back. No, don't worry. I see things for how they really are this time. Honest. If I had a penny for every time he said that. It's just that, well, Iris is a delicate flower. You can't force things too much. Know what I mean? Huh? I have no idea what you're talking about, Larry. Oh. Forget it. I didn't say anything. Maybe it would have been better if you hadn't.